A 4-point hit feels like a penalty. Sometimes it's the smartest move you'll make all season. Every extra transfer beyond your free one costs 4 points off your total. That's real. But the question isn't whether it costs points, it's whether the player you're bringing in earns that cost back. We covered planning transfers ahead of time in our last video. This one's about the moments when planning isn't enough and you need to act now. Take captaincy planning. Declan Rice finished last season with 184 points, 5.1 points per game, which put him among the best returning midfielders in the game. But the number that actually matters here is 18. 18 clean sheets from midfield across the season. That's not a striker's job, that's a defensive-minded midfielder quietly stacking clean sheet points on top of his attacking returns, week after week. If a player like that is playing the best football of his career and he's not already in your team, waiting a week to save 4 points can cost you a lot more than 4 points back. Sometimes the hit isn't the risky move. Not taking it is. Here's the injury case, and it's a clean one. Jurgen Timber finished the season with 149 points, solid when fit, but he lost real stretches to injury, and every single game week he was out, his owners scored exactly 0. Compare that to Guehi at Manchester City, 179 points, 5.1 points per game, 14 clean sheets, 3 goals and 5 assists from defense. That's 30 more points than Timber for the season and £500,000 cheaper. Same position, same squad slot, no compromise. When the player you own is injured and the replacement is not just available but genuinely better, the 4 isn't really a gamble. You're not paying 4 points for uncertainty. You're paying 4 points to stop paying 0 every week he's out. Phil Foden is the cautionary tale. Game week 14, he scored 17 points, the highest of any player in the entire league that week. Managers noticed. A wave of them took a hit to bring him in for the very next game week. But zoom out to the full season, 4 points per game at an £8 million price tag. One massive week sitting on top of a pretty ordinary return rate. The lesson isn't that Foden is a bad player. He's not. The lesson is that a single explosive game week tells you almost nothing about the next 5. If you're taking a hit because of what someone just did, you're betting on a repeat. If you're taking a hit because of what the underlying numbers say they'll keep doing, that's a completely different bet, and a much safer one. When you're weighing up a hit, don't just look at goals. Harry Wilson finished with 10 goals and 9 assists last season, 19 attacking returns in total, at just 5.8 million. That's not one big number carrying the whole season. That's consistent involvement in goals at both ends of the pitch, from a midfielder priced like a budget pick. Attacking volume like that is exactly the kind of ceiling that turns a 4 hit from a cost into an investment. Before you take a hit, don't ask if the player can score this week. Ask if they'll still be earning it back in 3. Follow this series on FPL360.com. Links in the comments.